Hey, 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 hey. This is Kurt the Boat Doctor out in this 29 beautiful North River 9.6 beam, 9-foot bottom, 24 by 55 degree hole. It's a 2023, I believe. Yep. It's got the downriggers. Gotta watch where I'm going. Anyway, you take this, that releases it, and you can just bump it. Yep, they work. You got a setting in here, 2 beads, one slows it, one stops it. I keep about 3 feet from the bottom. So what I'm gonna do here, well, we can do this. Let's trim the kicker down. I'll get everything else jiving. Now that's fuel injected, that's a 225. Just turn it on. I'm just gonna put it in gear. I like that side door too. There's something about you can see the water. It's just kind of cool. You can bring in tuna if you want to. Bring in a halibut. And the rear deck steering's nice because I can come out here and steer the boat. So while I'm doing that, I'm gonna go ahead and, now this is on the kicker motor right here. So I showed you that downrigger. You got a ton of room in here. Same thing here, release that. Then you can just bump it. Yep, it works. Grab of it, and it has a spool. That goes on to here, and you can free fall it. On that, you got your VHF tied into the front one up there, DEC controls, and I'm going to show you a lot of cool stuff on here too. Say, oh, you're going with the current, but you want to stop it. I can put this on autopilot on the kicker or on the mains, and I can hold a course. If I just want to stay against the current, say the current's coming in like this, I can stop the boat. I'll show you that. Pretty cool with the DEC. And right down in here, there's your water goes in there and out your cell bailers, rear entry door. And these here you want to leave open. You got one on each side, one there, one there. And that, okay, so then that is what, you got a macerator switch right here. One does the one does the other, and the valve's got to be open. If you close the valve, you can keep the water in here, but you can't get it out. And then you just go like that, and that goes down. And I'll show you another cool thing here. I put the plug on the outside, but you should put it on the inside. See, you can just drop it. And then wash down. You hit this one here, courtesy lights, or the lights up underneath. Right there. So what I'm going to do, it's easier if I put this on autopilot so I don't have to keep looking where I'm going. So I'm going to leave that there. I can steer it from up here. Wipers. And then you got window washers. See, pretty cool, huh? Then on here it's spare. This is for the camera. Macerator pumps for the toilet. But what I'm going to do is start this stuff up. So I'm going to push on this. That's going to fire that up. Turn on the radios. When you hear it beep, 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 just hit that. There we go. It already loaded up because it got the Garmin GPS antenna. I'm going to scan all. Right here, if you want the weather, you just push in, push back out. Okay. Squelch volume, you push in on this one. I'm going to leave this on channel 21. This, they got to get that on the right heading. I don't know if it's too close to some wires up there, they didn't mount it right. Okay, so these are loading up. Hit agree. That should load them up, and I've already done the autopilot, so don't worry about that. Just hit later. on that. This here's for your front light, your side left, your starboard light, anchor. Don't have no chain or anchor on that. Okay, nav lights, anchor lights, courtesy lights. What I'm going to do here is I'm going to turn the key on here. Then you start the motors like that. Come back here. Shut this thing off. Bring that up. Trim it up. Sea glazed door, deck lights, nice fusion speakers. And then hit agree, and that turns that on, and hit cancel. There you go. And wherever you shut the screens off is how it's going to come back on again. So now if I wanted to run this rear station, I just hit this one here, and I can do it on single lever control right here. So I'm going to spin it around. Works down. It works. Now this force down here is off of the sink. Up here, the holding tank's underneath there, which I'll show you later. So you have to hit that switch to get that, because that's run off of fresh water. And by the way, this guy did it right. I mean, very clean. Tom did a good job installing the electronics. I'm the one that has to set them all up, calibrate them, set the autopilots up and everything on the boat. It didn't take me as long as I thought. Figured I'd be out here for 2 days. But see, I'm on single lever on those two motors back here, the 300s. I push this button here, and if you go here, you got your gauges set up here too. So you can hit here, and you can bring them up. Boom. Tells you your tachometer. See, if I hit it, tells me I'm in forward. Fuel flow, use gallons eco. Gauges, your voltage. You want to go back, you just hit that one. I got trim assist on here too. And then plus I got this here. If you hit this, just put it in gear. Just hit it and you'll go beep beep. And you can bring that up there. Now I can raise the RPMs. See how they're going up? Or I can go down. Then it shows on the gauge up there. I'll show you that when I'm up there. Matter of fact, I'll show you that when I'm running the motors. So here I can just up the RPM. Now this is like a cruise control. I can set this to 7 miles an hour. I can set it at 40 miles an hour, use this, and it will maintain that speed. And I can still go up 1200 RPMs up or down. It also can go all the way down, and it shuts that gear case in and out, so there's no, you control with those 300s, those twins. So now I'm going to bring it back down. There you go. Now, since I'm going at this speed, I'm back here. So this is what I like about dual. This is a fishing chart nav. This is your other nav, GPS. Hit that and that just brings you back. Garmin is so nice. But look at his layout. I mean, just awesome. There's his radio, his compass, his autopilot. I'm going to turn this on. I'm going to skip this one. There you go. There it is. It's turning on. Look at the layout. Just very nice. And then this one's for this radio, and that's for that radio. Plus one out back for that radio. You got your heater, wiper, horn, start stop, trim tabs, speakers. So now that I got this and that autopilot, it's starting up, and what I'm going to do here is hit this, hit agree later, because I've already set it up. How many minutes already? Holy cow, already 9 minutes. Wow. So anyway, I'm going to line this thing up here while I'm showing you everything. Now you got to remember, if I'm running off them back controls, I have to put them in neutral to come up here and hit the source button up here, to station button, to get it to here. So just remember, I'll show you that stuff a little bit later. So I'm going to line this thing up here. Right there. Then what I can do is I can hit autopilot here, I can use a little controller I had here somewhere. I don't know where I put it. Too much stuff floating around. Ah, there it is. Right here. Now I'm going to put it right there. I can engage it here. Say right here, the stereo is here. I can use that right here. Here's my autopilot right here. I can engage it. I just hit this one here. See how it says heading hold? Heading hold. We're heading hold. So boom, there's your autopilot. So now I can come back here. I show you this. I show you those. I show you that. The side entry door. Good water flow. Here's your little wedge for your 225. Get back up underneath here. Nice wiring job. There's your relays. Leave them on there. The yellow's for if you draw one battery all the way down, you can parallel it to jump all the batteries. You got your other house battery switches back there. There's your primer bulbs. There's your autopilot pump. That underneath there's the seahawk valve for your wash down. And this just gets to your fuel tank, which I think is 170 gallons. See, and I can go up here. And now if I wanted to, if I was back here, I could just hit this over here, hit vessels, hit the camera. That's if you hit the camera switch up here. It's on here, camera, flick that on. Now I'm going to go part 2.